So let's ride. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Mr. O here once again, once again. And usually I usually don't be up in the mornings and all this, but I figured this could be like a perfect day for me to go ahead and set off what I decided to go ahead and do. Thanks to the inspiration from my colleagues like Taurine Rain and Mr. Superboy 223, Irv Griffin, Kimberly Frazier, Professor Black Truth, Jason Black. So from now on this particular day is what I'm going to be doing about my version of white on white crime, and I'm officially calling it inaugurally WTF. White Thug Friday. And just to go ahead and set things off, I'm gonna start off with the one that basically happened in my home territory, which is shaped like a gun, and y'all know it's Florida. And it's gonna start off with this clown, Austin Harrouff, and this coming from BuzzFeed News. You know, Florida college student charged with murder for allegedly killing couple, allegedly, and then eating victim faces. So how he allegedly killed them and he eating victim face, you know, typical. 19-year-old Florida State University student was having dinner with his family Monday night in Tequesta, Florida. Yeah, in Tequesta, I know exactly where that's at. When he got angry, stormed out of the restaurant, killed two people, then ate a victim's face, officials said. Austin Harrouff was charged on Friday with first degree murder, attempted murder, and burglary. This reported from the Associated Press. The sheriff's office released a video Friday on Twitter showing Harrouff calmly walking out of the restaurant moments before the police responded to a 911 call of a stabbing attack and arrived to find the teen biting off parts of a dead man's face in the driveway of a Tequesta couple's home. Officials say the man's wife was found dead in the garage, and a neighbor suffered multiple stab wounds. Harrouff was taken to a nearby hospital where he remained in an unconscious state. Police and hospital workers have completed some tests but have not yet found any evidence of drug use. I see how they notice they taking their time to do this. Um, and here come the stuff. He had no criminal record. He was a good kid. And this out of Martin County. Martin County Sheriff William Snyder told reporters Tuesday. That's where Tequesta's at. It's in Martin County. Straight Ku Klux Klan anyway. Adding that Harrouff had no apparent relationship to his victims and that the attack seemed to be completely random. The victims, by the way, was who happens to be John Joseph Stevens, 59, and his wife Michelle Karen Miscon, 53. They left behind a daughter, Ivy Stevens. Now, there's not one thing in this case that seemed to make sense. Snyder added, shaking his head. Williams, the sheriff himself. We grasp to get our footing and try to understand what happened and why, but we can't. What doesn't make sense to police is that Harrouff does not fit the typical description of a deranged murderer. Yeah, of course it. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna come with the commentary later. It's just funny. He was a star. Here it comes. He was a star high school football player and excellent student. The Miami Herald reported. Typical Miami Herald, as always. He took advanced placement classes in the International Baccalaureate program at school. Harrouff was home for the weekend in Tequesta visiting family with some of his fraternity brothers. The teen was eating dinner with his family at a local sports bar when he grew enraged by something, possibly the slow service, Snyder conjectured, and stormed out. He then walked a few blocks in the direction of his father's house, came across Stevens and Michonne sitting in their garage. sitting in their garage with the door open. Evening habit of theirs, neighbors told police. Now, here goes. They're saying allegedly, keep saying allegedly, but he attacked them using multiple weapons, including, I ain't gonna say allegedly, he attacked the couple. Let's just put the bullshit out. Using multiple weapons, including a knife and other blunt objects, killing them both. There was a lot of violence in that garage. Snyder said. A neighbor attempted to stop Harrouff, but the team turned on him and said, "You don't want any of this," before attacking him with a knife, police said. The neighbor got away. He called 911. So right now, that neighbor's currently went undergo surgery, non-life-threatening injuries. Now, when deputies arrived, they found Harrouff crouched over Stevens, making animal noises and grunting and growling, sort of like what a wolf or a hyena would do when they find a dead carcass. Now, after attempting to subdue Harrouff with a stun gun and K9 to no effect, 3 to 4 police officers managed to pull the college sophomore from the body, place him under arrest, and eventually sedated him. That's odd. Now, see, if that had been a black person, they'd have gone ahead and shot him dead, like they did somebody else that was on bath salts in Flocka. They didn't do none of that to try to help him. They just gunned him down. Snyder said through preliminary tests they found no drugs in Harrouff's system, and he wouldn't be surprised if more death tests finds evidence of Flocka, technically known as alpha PVP, a strong synthetic psychoactive stimulant similar to bath salts. And it could have been bath salts. The attack recalls the infamous 2012 Florida case, where a man named Rudy Eugene, that's what I'm talking about, he ate a homeless man's face. Although Eugene was widely rumored to have taken bath salts, police only found marijuana in the system. Eugene's victim survived. All right, enough of that. Now, this is where the thing I get to right here, and I think Professor Black Truth did one on this about with that. It's just plain and simple, and it goes to show and prove my point. You could take the Neanderthal out the cave, and the rest you know is history. The rest you know, but you're not gonna take the Captain Caveman out of the Neanderthal. But notice how the whole story, how they try to say allegedly he was a good kid, thanks to the Miami Herald. The Miami Herald always do some BS reporting because they never get it right, and try to paint a picture of this white boy just being, oh, he was this, he was that. But here you go. This is another ever-growing case in the steadily growing white-on-white crime. I know a lot of you, these old suspected white supremacists and these closet racists that always, along with these coons and handkerchief heads, get out there and they talk about, what about black-on-black crime? Black-on-black crime, which is not none of the myth. I argue with them. I debate them right back, and I say, all you have to do is go to FBI.gov and look at the crime stats. And it shows that right there that whites commit 70% of the crimes that happens in this country. Or either 84%, you were to look at it. One of which happens to be homicide, arson, rape, kidnapping, you name it. But yet, though, they account for 60% of the population. But what the lamestream media goes here and tells you that, want to tell you that blacks are the ones who commit the most crimes. But yet, though, we're only 13% of the population in the so-called dominant society, when it's really true the other way around. Who do you think you're fooling? This piece of garbage right here got taken down. It took two, I think three deputies to take him down, tased him, K9 thing, no effect. But let that have been somebody that have been black, they'd have gone ahead and have the guns drawn out and shot him dead. But this kid here, this Austin Harrouff, I seen his little YouTube channels where he's on there. He ain't no different from any other typical white boy. Like to go ahead and get on social media and take pictures or do videos of himself shirtless and all that, showing off his muscles and everything like that, which they always think that that is the exclamation point from manhood, because they're, you know, showing off their muscles because they got to make up for their lack of shortcomings. Manhood comes from within, not without, not out. That's their way of going ahead to try to compete against the black alpha male, who doesn't need to get out there and show what he to flex his muscles. See, the thing about with white supremacy, they're always thinking that, you know, these same guys be up here making these stupid videos, post them on social media, and then want to go ahead, be in the gym, work out, you know, juicing themselves up and showing up like they could be all big and buff like they're Schwarzenegger or something like that, but you know, but they're lacking, they're lacking elsewhere. I'm pretty sure some of his female classmates probably told him the same thing, but we're not gonna go there. But Austin Harrouff is just one of the people that's is one of the culprits in one of the steadily growing white on white crime. Now I'm pretty sure that a lot of these trolls who's probably listening to me broadcasting live right now on YouTube or on Facebook, and yes, even on Twitter, they're probably gonna go ahead and refute and argue with me about that, or troll my page or whatever like that, you know. But it's no problem like that, because I expect that. Because these hate trolls, they just can't handle adversity and handle the truth, because their psyche is so fragile and all that. I could just go ahead and blow on it and it'll crack like peanut brittle. But this is the how they paint the picture. You know, he goes there, attacks the couple. Now, as far as the couple, like I said, that they was just nothing but a sacrifice for white supremacy. There was a sacrifice for the ever-growing white on white crime as the victims. Now, the couple's daughter, they're not giving her, like, asking, like, you know, give her some time to grieve and all that. She recently said in a report saying that she wants to see Harrouff get exactly what he deserves. Now, they didn't tell her to go ahead and grieve and forgive like they do when they tell a black couple when they kill a child of that couple. But that's one of the things of the ever growing like white on white crime though. And see, like here in Florida, like Flocka is really mostly abundant. Now I also noticed throughout the article too how, and see, this happened in Sequester. In case y'all don't know what Sequester is is located in Martin County, which is like past like Palm Beach County. And Martin County is no different than St. Lucie County, you know. You got a lot of sheets running around up there, believe it or not. And it's, you know, like I said, like I've been through there, been through Martin County, been through St. Lucie County. Both of the places, landscape wise, is not bad. It's beautiful. It's just some of the people there I don't care much about, because of their little racist, little ideology and iconography of basically white supremacists related. But somebody like Harrouff, like, just no surprise to me. I mean, I seen this channel. I'm not even gonna play some of the videos he had on the YouTube channel. You want to see that for yourself and get sick in the head? Go to Professor Black Truth's channel and look this guy up. You'll see. But also to the white hate trolls, Stormfront trolls or whatever. You could also go ahead if you think you don't believe me when I'm speaking about white on white crime, because I know some of y'all on here trolling this channel. I don't care. You know, the FBI.gov statistics, 2014 statistics says that. But then again, y'all got so much crap in your ears, and mathematics and reading is a big problem with you guys, especially when it comes down to you. You know that this guy ranks right up there at worse with the NFL kicker for the Giants, Josh Brown, who basically beat up his ex-wife like over 20 different times and only received like a one-game suspension. Meanwhile, the jury is still out on Ray Rice, who can't even sign with an NFL team yet, or Michael Vick, or any of the other black athletes. But white on white crime has been steadily on the rise. You know, everything you see doesn't look like it's always been. You go ahead and go through a neighborhood, or better yet, like here in South Florida, you go down into Miami Beach or whatever, you think everything's all hunky dory and stuff like that. That no type of crimes or nothing like that could never happen over here. Well, think again. Okay? The crimes that happen is not always in Overtown or Liberty City or Brown Sub or Opalaka or Carroll City. Oops, I'm sorry, as you want to call it, Miami Gardens, ugh, or Seminole, or or unincorporated Northwest Miami-Dade, or better yet, or either in Fort Lauderdale or Plantation or Lauderhill, you know. You go to any of the other upscale neighborhoods with lawns that are very well manicured and maintained, you'll be surprised at how much crime goes on over there. The only thing about it is systematically designed and all that. Like if drug deals or anything go like that, it's like this. The DEA, they're not going to target those areas. They're only going to target the impoverished areas where they think the drugs are going to be at. And see, that's the narrative that they use to tell the media, and the media goes ahead and runs with it. Just like what's going on in Milwaukee right now, they want to call it riots. I call it an uprising, and that's exactly what it is. But I'll talk about that some other time. Let me just stay on topic here when it comes down with this Harrouff. I mean, cannibalism happens to be a big thing with these guys too. And this ain't nothing to do with no bath salts or no flocka or nothing. That's in their nature. It's encoded in their DNA. Period. Because I said it once and I said it before, and Professor Black Truth, he can reiterate on that too. And I'm gonna repeat what his talking point. You can take the Neanderthal out the cave, but you can't take the caveman out. You can't take the caveman out of him. Period. But this is my little inaugural thing, so you expect something more to come like this on Friday. It's what we're gonna call WhiteThug Friday. Now, if you want to check for more articles or more topics on that, you can go ahead and check my main man, Taurine Rain. You can check Professor Black Truth. You can check the Superboy 223, Mr. Irvin Griffin, good friend of mine, Kimberly Frazier. Because this type of thing needs to be talked about. Because like I said, they're quick and ready to go ahead and say, oh, the blacks doing this, the blacks do that. They committing all the crime, they causing all the chaos and everything like that. But yet, though, we're not the ones going out here and tearing up businesses when a sports team wins or loses. Or anything like that for that matter. We're not going out here and doing all this other stuff and everything. Because whether these white thugs want to know it or not, you know, because to be truthfully, to be honest with you, they're the new niggers of the 21st century, period. But they're ready and quick to call us everything else. But they do that behind a keyboard, behind a computer screen. They can't say it to us in our face. They can never do it because when the deal goes down, they'll put their tails between their legs and they'll cower like the little spineless jackals that they are. Well, that's the only thing I got to say on that. But you're going to look more for more content on this. But I definitely wanted to start it off with this Austin Harrouff because it's right in my home territory. And, you know, in case nobody haven't heard that or anything, heard about it, and I'm pretty sure you have. Check it out. But you're going to look for more on this. You know, this your main man. This your man. This Mr. O. I'm going ahead, signing off this morning. Peace out.